What if Russell Wilson never won the Super Bowl? Or he never won the starting job for the Seahawks? Or he never got drafted into the NFL? Or he never even transferred to Wisconsin and won the Rose Bowl? What if Russell Wilson decided to concentrate on baseball? I've never done an actual intro before for this channel because I've been trying to do it as a broadcaster personality or like a radio show personality for a sports team, but I figured since this series isn't actually me, or it doesn't revolve around me doing something, and it's just Russell Wilson, I figured, hey, let's do it as me being JerseyBorn, just the commentator who's commentating over this series. So yeah, that's me, I'm JerseyBorn, and this is going to be a Russell Wilson Road to the Show. I came with the idea for this the other night. I thought, you know, it'd be pretty cool to take an ex-NFL player, or in my case, I picked Russell Wilson. I was thinking like John Elway or maybe Dan Marino. But I ended up going with Russell Wilson because I figured people will be able to relate to him more. And I hope this is going to be a pretty interesting series, and I'm thinking it's going to be pretty interesting. And now let's pick things up here in the first showcase game against the West All-Stars, or the West Prospects, or whatever you want to call it. And I'm playing second base here. They gave me number 10, not really sure why. I guess there was already somebody on the team or number 3. As you can see, just chuck it over to first. Easy play right there at second. And now it's time for my first at-bat here in the showcase, and something that I've kind of struggled with in pretty much all my Road to the Shows I've ever done, even before I was doing YouTube, was just swinging on the first pitch, and here it pays off. As you see, I just get an RBI single. So there it pays off, but usually it doesn't really pay off. And here you see I'm in the field, and I'm just going to catch a pop fly in a few seconds here. But like I was saying, usually I just have zero plate discipline whatsoever, so that's something you guys will see in a lot of my Road to the Shows videos, is that a lot of the times when I actually get a hit, or you'll actually pay attention to the count, it'll be like an 0-2 count because I swing at everything, or it'll be a 1-2 count because there was one pitch that I literally couldn't swing at because it made the character like jump out of the way. I'm starting to get a bit better at it, but it's still not to the point where I can draw walks as much as I would like to. Especially with a guy like Russell Wilson, because I started him off with full speed. I think he has the full speed, one little bar in contact, and like one bar in arm, I think it is. Because I figured, you know, might as well put a bar in arm because he's a freaking quarterback, and he's obviously going to have a decent arm. But I wanted to put speed because I was looking up stats for Russell Wilson when he played baseball at NC State. And it said on like a scouting scale, I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, where it's like 40 to 50 or something like that, and then like 60 to 70, and then like the 80s means like you're like superb at something. He had like an 80 for speed, so I figured why not make him have max speed, start off with 90 speed second baseman, and you'll see here it pays off a few times. It's right there, you see the guy just chucked it over the first baseman's head. I'm not really sure why he rushed that throw, considering it wasn't really a throw that needed to be rushed, because he would have got me out if he took his time. And this is something that I'm going to have to improve on. His fielding rating is only like a 40 at the moment, so he's going to make errors like that, because I had the great reaction, you can see, I got the good throw decision, but I got the error because I charged the ball, and he doesn't have as good enough fielding to just scoop it up as easy as he would like. And then that's also something I'm going to have to deal with. Just little choppers back to the pitchers, and just when I do lift it into the outfield, it's going to go straight to an outfielder. That's something you guys are going to notice a lot. And then here I tried drag bunting. I didn't realize the third baseman was in so far, and that wasn't really the greatest drag bunt because it kind of went a bit too far than the third baseline. But the thing about Russell Wilson is, at least for the beginning of his career, when he does get on base, as you can see right there, he just ripped it up the middle with the single, good contact, base hit, good at bat. When he does get on base, stuff like this happens. So yeah, he's going to be a stolen base monster, as you can probably tell, with 90 speed to start his career. And nothing happened in the third game of the showcase. I think I went like 0 for 4, so I figured I wouldn't show that, go straight to the draft. And when I was watching this draft, I was like, no, don't go to the Cubs. And I was like, yes, I didn't go to the Cubs. And then the Mariners came up, and I was like, that would be perfect. Seattle, yes. And then they actually selected, and they took a relief pitcher. And I was like, God damn it. That would have been perfect, though. Like, could you believe that if I would have went to the Mariners, it would have been like quarterback for the frickin' Seahawks, and then second baseman for the Mariners. It would have been perfect. And Russell Wilson ended up getting selected by the Tigers in the second round, 25th pick of the second round. So next episode, which I'm not sure when it'll be, but next episode for this series, you guys will see some AA action for the Erie Seawolves, the AA affiliate, for the Detroit Tigers. And that pretty much wraps it up for this video. I'm JerseyBorn, and I'm Gonzo Alonzo.